Lois? Why is your room always so cold?
It's 69 degrees. That's not that cold.
That's pretty cold.
That's very cold.
For inside, that's pretty cold.
That's like colder than my sleep temperature.
You know it's gonna be like 40 degrees this week.
That's
so.
true.
That's nature. We can't do anything to nature.
Well, we can't do anything about this either because the thermostat don't work.
Really?
Yeah. Go change it if you want to. It won't do anything.
Absolutely.
Where's the thermostat?
Next to the smart board.
Please use this shit. That's why it was so.
This is 72 right now.
Yeah. But it's not 73.
Well, I just changed it to 73. Mr. Thompson.
Maybe he opens the window for Joe.
Y'all are the only class that cries about it.
It really is.
John Diego.
Mr. Thompson, did we return these in Friday?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you sure?
You have to come?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't, then you need like school business or
Have you called?
Faye, Lincoln. Is band out today? Where's everybody?
No, you can shadow me, shadow. You can shadow him later.
Okay, I need you guys to find number 30 in your binder that we started last class.
When I go find problems for these things, that's going to have so much.
What company is it? You just go in the homes and look at violations.
You're on my 26.7.
I'll bring it back. Okay, I'd like to start off with today's handout. Olivia, you're already late. You need to come sit down. Okay, so we're going to start looking at today's handout and do a few questions from it, and then I'm going to ask that you go back and finish up the one from last class. So we started off with, we just did like 5 questions, I think, from assignment 30, where we talked about some basics of vectors and how to take the derivative of vectors, which mostly meant take the derivative of the horizontal component to get your horizontal component, and take the derivative of the vertical component to get your vertical component. So I will ask you to finish that one up and turn it in today, but first I want to introduce you to the next topic and ask you to do a few of these today. So if we can do the derivative of vector-based functions, we can also integrate vector-based functions. So if this was R, And if I wanted to integrate R, that's the same as integrating the horizontal component to get your horizontal component and integrating the vertical component to get your vertical component. So it's, if you had to guess, that's probably what most of you guys would guess. To integrate a vector, you just integrate the part separately and then you have a vector out of it. So just a couple quick examples here. Find R of t if the derivative is this and we have this initial condition. So R of t excuse me. Okay, so we could integrate this, and of course some of these have a step of chain rule in them, so you can, it's perfectly fine to, I don't know, if you do this, if you want to guess what you could take the derivative of to get this, write it down, but then check. This doesn't work. If you don't want to have to do that mental manipulation like that, you need to do U substitution. But this integrates like this, plus a c. And then e2 times e to the t, if we integrated that, that would be e to the 2 times e to the t plus c.
Huh?
Okay, I'll let him know. Thanks. Jay, you checking out? Okay, I don't know. That's just what they said. Okay, now I mentioned this in my AB class last year, and I told you you didn't have to do an AB. I think it's a little bit more important in this one. You guys understand that these are probably not the same C value, right? So really in math what you should do is you don't want to call them C because that implies that they're the same number. You really should number these, like this is C1 and this is C2. If nothing else, that helps you remember that they're not the same C. Okay, and then because of this initial value, this is supposed to equal 2 when t is 0. So you plug in 2 for t. It looks like C1 should be 0. And then I could set this equal, Ben, you need to put that up. Could set this equal to 0 when t is 0. So that means C2 is -2. And then just rewrite it. Okay, adding 0 doesn't do anything. And then that would have to be the original vector. So pretty straightforward. If you can integrate carefully, maybe do U substitution occasionally, understand why those C values are different, then you should be able to integrate a vector. Okay, do the same thing on question 2. Find R of t if R prime is this stuff. Okay, so what can I take the derivative of to get secant squared? Okay, tangent. And this one's a little less familiar. This hasn't come up for us this year, but what can we take the derivative of to get this? Very good. Arctan or inverse tangent, same thing. Make sure that you say you got a C here and a C there. Now, why can I not solve for the C values in this question? Right, they didn't give me a initial point, so that's the best that we can do. You don't have to worry about memorizing this yet. I will warn you before I throw that at you at a quiz. Yeah?
Do we need to put C1 and C2, or can we just put C?
Technically, C is fine. I just think it's a good habit for you to do C1 and C2. Because in a longer question, you might do a bunch of work and then solve for C, and it would be kind of nice to know which one it goes into. So, okay, and then one more example I'll do for you. So sometimes it'll just say, here's R prime, find R, which implies you should integrate. And then sometimes it might ask you to integrate with an actual integration symbol, but it's really the same thing. We can integrate this. Oh, I don't need a plus C because I'm going to evaluate it from -1 to 1. Could integrate this, raise the power by 1, divide by the new power. And again, you can do plus C if you want to, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be evaluating from -1 to 1. And then evaluate the same old way you've been doing. Plug in 1, you get a fourth. Plug in -1, you get a fourth. Subtract those, you get 0. Plug in 1, you get 5/6. Plug in -1, you get 5/6. You subtract those, you get 0. So it's kind of just like 2 integration questions crammed into one. Okay, if you would copy that one down, and then I would like you to try questions 1 and 2 on the bottom. Then I will go over both of those to make sure that you're not misunderstanding something. And then I will ask you to do 3 more on the next page, and then that's all you have to do on this assignment today. The rest of the time can go to finishing up assignment 30, except for the few of you that chose to do all of 30 last class, which is fine too. But let me give you a few minutes so that you can give those a real effort. But as you finish, I put the answer to those 2 up. So if you got both of those right, you can just move on now. You don't need me to go over those with you if you got those 2 right. But let's give everybody another minute or 2. Okay, if you still didn't get this answer for number 1, you should have integrated this and the thing that you can take the derivative of to get 2e to the t is 2e to the t, plus there could be a constant. And then the second one, you might want to use u substitution here, but it would just be e to the 3t, because notice if you take the derivative of this, it's going to create a 3 from chain rule, and that's why that's there. Plus there could be a constant. And then if this is supposed to equal 2, when t is 0, then C1 is 0. So that's where I got that part. And then if this is supposed to equal 4 when t equals 0, that gives you 3 for C2. And once you know C2 is 3, that's where that part of the answer came from. We okay with that one? Okay. The other one, this one was a little bit harder, just because the integration was a little bit harder. So I look at the horizontal component, and I can see that this is u substitution. So if it's got e to something, I know that I'm going to need an e to the something. And if I just write down the part that I know that needs to be there and check with derivative, the derivative of this would give me this, but also times a negative 2t, and I want a positive 1t. So the way you change a negative 2 to a positive 1 is by multiplying by negative 1/2. Once again, that's just I'm doing u substitution in my head, basically. You're perfectly welcome to do u substitution out to the side if that bugs you. This one needs an e to the negative t. And then if I check the derivative of this, it is that. So it's fine. Plus there could be a constant. And then this one is supposed to equal 1/2 when t is 0. Of course, anything to the 0 power is 1. So C1 is 1, and as soon as you figure that out, that's where that part of the answer came from. And then this stuff is supposed to equal negative 1 when t is 0. So C2 is negative 2, and once you know C2 is negative 2, that's where that part of the answer came from. So the calculus part isn't really any harder than anything else you've ever done, but just kind of piecing it together in a vector format and being told that it does work that way. Okay, anything specific you'd like to ask about either one of those two? Okay, then again, on this assignment, I just want you to do a couple more. I just want you to try to think about this process and absorb some of this information. You are welcome to save the rest of this for next class, but at least do 3 more questions. Do 3, 4, and 5. I'll leave the answers on the board. And then if you're not getting those, then please ask and let me help you today. So, for the rest of class, you got 2 things to do. These 3 questions, make sure you understand them, and then go back and finish assignment 30 that we just started on last class. And 30 needs to be turned in as you finish. And let me know if I can help. You guys must have gone to the dentist recently. And down so much candy. That's fish flavored. That's fish flavored. Olivia likes fish. What's that? That's nuclear waste. No, it does hang out.
Yeah, that's how they said cold.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause they melt if I leave them out. I don't know what to tell you. I left the bowl right here and they melted.
Actually?
Yes, they got stuck together.
Mm.
Like the first week of school.
Oh, that was really hot. Back then.
Oh, you're gonna have me.
What color is it?
If you don't want it, I'll taste it.
They don't have to.
Oh. That is not melt, but
It'll melt in a second.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. It's not really fish flavor. Okay. I thought you didn't eat it.
Why do you think that's fish? Almost there. What's the sign? That's fine. What's going What do you know? Is that your quick now?
Very much. No, wait.
What are you talking about?
Ever had it? You just take the order.
Yeah. This is
You're checking.
why is it so
You hit
cold
the
though?
easy stuff. This is right.
You do the five. The five? Yeah.
So you do.
You want me to get some? Wait, what?
Very little.
Said it 2 times.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. That's way easier. Immigration. It's not that hard.
Yeah. It's up to 70 degrees. It's warming up. Told you. I will also share with you, since I know some of you won't be here Wednesday, Wednesday classes are like 45 minutes long, I think, in the afternoon. If you have not found a digital copy of the schedule yet, I have a hard copy over here that you can take a picture of after class when you can have your phone out. I think class, yeah, 48 minutes. Classes are 48 minutes. So I know some of you will not be here doing, either taking the PSAT in the morning or doing community service stuff. So our assignment on Wednesday will be finishing up this assignment, number 31. So some people in first period just finished it up and just did it so they didn't have to worry about anything from Wednesday. So I'll leave that up to you. But I do want you to finish assignment 30, turn it in at the very least, and then if you want to work further ahead on 31, then you're encouraged to, but you don't have to.
Are there any other questions? What's the other thing? Seven by four. I read the 500 points, you give 126.
Nah, it's gonna be, you know, imagery, like this usually reverse.
Yeah, that's exactly how I do it. I made this is
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you go, you didn't want to combine the last one.
You can, yeah, you combine these two though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 8 though.
It is 8, yeah. Yeah, and then you can use,
Okay, you try to use like these stuff, but
you don't have to, you can use, there's something called superposition where like you like cancel out one battery and you get a wire and the wire and you add them together. I'm not getting the right answer, so I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I was stuck on that question like 2 to the last one.
Yeah. Wait, did you do the last one?
Nah, I don't know the time to ask him. They say you did like, because you
I
try to.
think you're down to about 45 minutes.
Or tries.
Yeah,
I want to run out of tries.
Another one?
Well, it's just the one.
How are you warm? It's like really cold right now.
Well, I'm putting on a hoodie because I'm cold.
Oh, I thought you were taking it off.
I mean, it's not like I'm crazy and wear shorts or
Maybe you
something.
could like turn up the temperature instead of putting it on.
Maybe if you weren't tardy, you would have already heard this conversation.
I wasn't tardy though. I was literally on time.
You were before the bell, but you were still later than everybody else.
What does that mean?
Still means you were late
I'm not late.
in comparison to everybody else.
No, that doesn't mean I'm late though.
You are later
I was on time.
than everybody else.
But that means I'm on time though. I'm still on time if you look at the clock.
The thermostat doesn't work.
Really?
Yes, really.
Looks like it's working.
It warmed a little bit. I think they're up to 72.
Okay, bump it all, put it at like 85. You'll see it's not doing anything.
Actually?
Why not? If it starts getting too warm, we turn it down, but it ain't gonna do nothing.
Alright, it's already fine.
Okay.
You have a sound computer?
I think it's cold now. Wait till it's cold outside.
It's not that cold outside though.
I know, but when it is cold outside, those windows suck the heat out. Put your hand on that window. I bet the window's cold.
doesn't show you how to do it.
No, this is about.
Wait.
No, it's not like. Wait, apparently these don't do anything. These two are anything. No, they definitely do this too. Only four. They don't do anything. It's not serious.
Don't make two things on one thing. I feel like Friday is too follow it.
Do it like the original picture.
Charlie and like two.
Yeah, I got it. I was trying to pick on girls this weekend. Yeah.
How did you hear about that?
He told me.
He told you.
Yeah.
That's
Hazel from?
just like out of the blue. He just started talking about it.
I'm not sure how it came out.
How does that have become a conversation? Was it the video? Were you there? They showed me the video. And the video wasn't there. Was it at Slim's? Yeah. So we actually knew he was talking to him. We knew. I don't know, she's from Westport or something.
Yeah, they called her between classes. They called her between classes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. They got a voicemail though.
It was something. Oh, so Blake got the night of that accident.
12, 4, 10.
Why was Blake there? Did he go to? Oh, he was at the game.
Okay. Try 24. Wait. Yeah, oh, it is point four. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to solve it.
It's to the right.
Yeah, but he should have never told me that. So
He tried to show me.
I'm gonna have lots of fun with that.
Oh yeah. He doesn't care though.
Wait, that means they're not literally.
I don't know.
You'll make him care?
He might care when his sister finds out.
Nah, but I got like 3 of them right, but I'm just part C and part B.
Is she in your
Oh wait, how'd you get
AB
the
class?
first 3?
First 2.
Yeah, first 3.
I mean,
No,
these
his
are
sister's
not
used to all
parallel, they're
this.
series.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Oh,
which
really?
ones are not?
This is the way he just carries himself. If you can't tell.
Yeah. Wait, do you just get rid of? Do you just like ignore the battery?
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Okay.
First one.
He's just a joke.
Yeah.
So did you do that change of view?
Yeah, they said the voicemail though sounded like her mom. Like, I don't know who the girl was.
So they got the mom's number?
So it's 2
I
months.
don't know. She may have given him the wrong number.
Very much.
Yeah. Surely she.
Oh, okay.
It's like the same thing for 2.
Yeah, that was
Pretty
the
sure.
He should do that. It should be.
Yeah. Yeah, but the next step to that, I don't know. Not very sure.
Did he do
Wait,
it?
what was the other one? 14.
Oh, we were watching. In the video.
Yeah, that's the dead battery and it's like. Oh,
Wait, hold on. How did you? Oh, this is
Resume
start.
conversation.
So it'd just be 8, change it, well, changing me is 8, and then 6 is 5.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Wait, so it doesn't go through the other.
And we're talking about only those 2 alone, but in the next part C and part D is together, like everything. That's why I have to
You just add
that's what I tried. That's why I think I put it there.
Wait, I'm so confused for part B. Yeah. Does it not have like it's strong?
It only, for part B, it only asks for what is occurring between the dead battery alone able to provide for the other loops or sometimes usually like the loops it's only talking about record distance. So it's not
Does the current, does the resistor on the left not affect the current voltage?
this one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basically telling you to like ignore this one. Because for part A, it's telling you to ignore the middle one. So for part B, it's telling you to ignore this one.
Okay.
But part C, don't ignore. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's really not inverted.
I already put that.
So it turns into 2t, which is 2 times 3.
Wait, you tried subtracting them first. It's like it, yeah.
Hold on, I don't know why I did here, but yes.
Hold on.
The last question says which direction does the current pass in the dead battery? Downward. I don't know if that was- This is passes through the dead battery downward.
Well, I think for the there's just number one. It's not.
What do you guys do in the first question? Is it 8.6 lines? Yeah. 8.6. Just- Yeah. It's 12? Well, what? But it's the same numbers. Would you not get a really small third?
Yeah.
How'd you get that? This is 10. But you do pi r squared. 0.25 times 10 squared, right? And then you do 1.7 times 10 and 8 times 100. Why am I not getting the answer? 1.7 times 10 and 8 times 100.
What?
This times the 100. Divided by pi r squared. Pi is pi times 0.25 times 10 and 3. And then squared. Oh. What is it? Oh. 8.7. So would you just leave it?
Well, yeah,
Let's see.
like that's not.
What would you? Oh, for the question before. You just divide that by your
Yeah.
versus.
Yeah. For sure.
What would you get? Okay, what's your voltage in your battery? And what's your resistance? Exactly. Oh, use 260. question says reservation or supervisor are identical except A's made a law.
I know, I didn't do it some of my other systems.
You can just,
And versus take covers 1.7 times 10 and that's like the ratio.
you can leave one.
Oh, I flipped it. Oh.
Do you like the fun stuff? Do you like American?
Probably American. Yeah, we.
And put sauce up in.
Hey, very good. Oh, yeah.
Use your exact value. Use your exact value. Yeah. That's what you exactly. Like
I'll actually try this and they see if it makes sense. I don't know actually. What do you think?
That is hard, so that's simple.
So V equals I.
Some-
And then so
not everyone.
R equals E over I gives us voltage having one I.
I did that for a few days.
Wait, you can use your.
You have thoughts? Oh,
What's
first
this
equals charge over time. Oh yeah, that's true. Do they get all those charges over time?
I don't think that even works.
It's this, did you get this? How do you number one A?
Yeah, resistance equals
Rolex.
resistance equals the times L. We're talking about being we're talking about.
Oh, it's the area of the plate. Oh, this one.
Do you like that flip side?
This one, times the length. Does it matter if it's in millimeters or meters?
Okay.
Where's it
It was like just like.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is very close.
2, 2.
It's not like it.
Divided by.
There is a long time
Is
about.
it this area? Oh, wait, the rate, oh, wait, no.
Yes.
So not necessarily, but yeah, it's better because if you're depends on the
Oh, because it's
That's why, right?
yeah, charges just goes faster.
What, 47? Wait, no, I forgot.
Yeah.
Where?
That's what it is. What are these pictures? Always? Resistive. We're resistive.
Wait, probably compared to what though?
Wait, let me.
Oh, because your resistance has. When you have them in parallel,
It's easier to
your resistance is half.
Yeah, I think second one in Texas.
Like you have one more.
That's like early.
Like, isn't it great?
Right, that makes sense, but the current doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
Probably because different devices. Or, no, before it goes into,
You try it.
before it goes into.
Try it.
It has to go through the ball. You know what I mean? Like, don't use how fast, just use current.
What are you talking about? This is what? Oh, we have different. Plates, yeah.
Where is it in comparison?
I love the tie though.
Sorry,
Equals IR. Wait, no. It's not fucking up.
Before they reach the minus here, I thought once they reach the minus, they were going through the ball. Because current was, it does, but yeah.
Is it way over area? This one. Yeah, like over area.
I heard Mississippi and Georgia. It's getting smaller. Well, it's at university.
Wait, I'm not the same number.
University or it's Taiwan. Where is UC at the time?
Hold on, let's check it real fast.
Yes, you don't pay.
Oh, I did some of that. Good luck. There was that. I got the. Did it all cheap? I got part B. Good luck. I don't remember. Maybe I remember. Wait, I can go back. No, I think it's to the right.
Okay, guys, we've got about 10 minutes, so let me remind you of the directions here. I know some of you won't be here on Wednesday, so if that is you, make sure you finish up assignment 31 because everybody else will finish it and turn it in on Wednesday.
Well, how do you turn it in?
Huh?
When do we need to turn it in?
Are you going to be here Wednesday?
No.
Then you need to turn it in on Friday, when I see you on Friday.
Yeah, it's to the right.
Or now, it's fine. If you're done with it, it's fine. I can take it.
Monday's the 11th.
I'll remember. There's only 2 of them up here. Okay, and since we're down to 10 minutes, I will share today's puzzle with you if you want to figure out a new one. I'm not very good at these kind, but somebody did figure it out last period, so maybe it's not too hard.
You're using the one CV.
I didn't buy it.
Iowa or something. There we go. There we go. What do you think?
If you think you know the answer, you can say it. I'll tell you if it's right or not. Huh? It is 50. But don't tell nobody how you got 50. So they can still try to figure it out.
Oh, wait. What? That's what I did. That's what I stopped it. Oh, it is. We'll take it.
How easy to fix is that? Well, then how come? Oh, well, we just after the best in the place, right?
Oh, that's good. Why?
No, there's a whole place over that.
I got this.
No, like, I'm like after the.
I bet that's better. 95%.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
That's what I told you to.
Hey, did you make all 50
Swear I did that. Wait, that's what I did. Why is it?
It shouldn't be that hard.
Wait, so you did volts divided by rate? Stop.
You just have to think about the math.
That's 0.027.
I just did it like, trying to do it like in order.
Just do it.
It goes down.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Why is that off? It's almost the end of the day.
See that, yeah, that's right.
So that was like, yeah,
I don't even know that. You can probably do it like at least 40.
I don't have a 730.
Do what part?
Yeah, there's only five of them.
no, that's wrong. Circuits.
Like all this stuff.
I feel like I could do all of those.
All right. Anybody figure out the puzzle besides David? How to get it? You want me to tell you how to do it, or you want to keep trying? Okay. How do you go from 6 to 15?
Plus that.
Okay.
That's, no way, that is not true.
50. Huh? Of course it's easy if you do the right thing, sure. Yeah. It's like when y'all ask me if your quiz is going to be hard. Well, depends on if you know it.
Some are easier than others. What is the easiest one?
I think the parking lot is easier.
Where's everything?
I thought it was like the quiz is
Wait, there's no numbers. Yeah.
That's coming. Less than I did before.
Okay, wait.
You would do. You made a slow check.
You ready? You know the resistance equals resistivity times the length over the area. Got it.
Is it warming up in your hometown?
Yeah, it's too hot for me.
Oh, it's just he gives it to you.
It's working.
You know, it's almost winter time.
That's true.
It's like it's in the 40s this week, I think.
It's true.
And you're wearing shorts.
Today it's like 70.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
71 right now.
Okay, what day does it get down to the 40s? Well, see, you don't know.
I should get down to 36 on Wednesday.
No way. Oh, that's crazy. That does. That's gonna be a cold day.
About time to start bringing your jacket.
So just stay at home, stay in my bed.
Not all of us can do that. Some people are going to try to be national merit semifinalists.
Like,
Well, you can do it
like Tommy.
Tommy's going for it.
No, he got it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He got it. Of course. I wrote him a recommendation letter. Forgot. I told him I was going to call him Tommy in it too.
Where's Tom? Is he any good or what?
What?
Where's Tom?
Yeah, look it up.
He does tennis.
Is he good? Yeah.
I mean, it's like a. I think they have like an individual name.
Yeah. I think wait, that's one.
They won.
Actually, I think they do.
team.
I think like singles. You can do the state champions in singles.
So yeah, so yeah.
Kind of like